Ladies and gentlemen, the Ford Edge. Now, unlike some other videos you've probably seen online that warn you away from this roomy American cruiser, I'm coming from a slightly detailed angle about this vehicle and it might shock you. So, is the Ford Edge reliable? Well, I would say it's a good car, but just like a great phone with short battery life, it too has its shortcomings. Let's start with its engine, the Duratec V6. It's standard in the first generation and common across many Ford models. And honestly, it would have been a great engine if not for the not so great water pump design. Ford, for whatever reason, decided to locate the water pump inside the engine driven by the timing chain. And now, to make matters worse, the blades are made of plastic, which is ideally ideal for withstanding the tough conditions inside the engine. Now, when things scatter like your relationship after you do we listen, we don't judge, coolant leaks into your engine oil pan and then it makes your engine an oil coolant disaster waiting to happen. Here's the catch though. Ford did include 2 whip holes as a warning just to signify to you before the main disaster happens. The minor one is in the engine valley and can be seen with some effort and a strong light towards the bottom left of the intake manifold. The major one where the big leak tends to happen is above the alternator to the side of the block. When the seal fails or the bearing goes bad, the whip holes serve as a red flag signaling the problem. You find a puddle of coolant on the whip hole above, the one below just runs to the ground. Now at this point, the level of coolant starts to drop. If you own a Ford Edge or you plan on getting one, here is what you should do. After piling on some miles, be vigilant about your coolant level. Remember how our dads used to check the oil and coolant level in our vehicles every morning? Make that a habit. If you're buying it used, unless the seller confirms a new water pump, replace it before blinging out your ride with Louis Vuitton seat covers and a fresh paint job. There's an aftermarket pump with metal blades. I would suggest you opt for that if you can find one. Other minor issues are squeaking and creaking shock absorbers, but this only calls for replacement. Another issue is the negative camber or K-leg. A lot of people don't know this, but it can be adjusted with the camber bolts found where the lower arms are attached to the frame. The problem now is your alignment guy might likely not know how to because they are mostly familiar with adjustable control arms, but then most of the times your car's K-leg is really just a matter of changing the bushings. So now if you're going for the Ford Edge, you at least know what to expect and what to do with some of these very common problems with the Ford Edge. So let me know if this video has changed your perspective about the vehicle and if you will be considering it in your next purchase.